Let me guess, your business technically works, but it only really works when you are in the building. If you take a day off, decisions pile up, fires pop up, clients start texting you directly, and when you get back, your inbox looks like a crime scene. You didn't start this business to build yourself a prison, but that's what it feels like. Today, I want to show you a simple system that lets your business run without you being the bottleneck, not a magic app, not a corporate program, a practical way to get out of constant firefighting, make your cash flow more predictable, and finally have a business that gets better even when you're not there. If that sounds like something you want, keep watching. Hard work is not the problem. Most small business owners never escape the hamster wheel because they try to fix the problem with more effort, work more hours, make more decisions, hold more meetings. You know this by now. Working harder inside a broken system just makes you a more exhausted version of stuck. The real problem isn't your work ethic. The problem is that the business depends on you for everything: information, decisions, approvals, solutions. If you want your business to run without you, you don't need more hustle. You need a simple operating system. That's what continuous improvement really is for a small business. A basic operating system that makes the business less dependent on the owner. What running without you actually means, let's be clear on the promise here. When I say your business runs without you, I don't mean you vanish and collect checks from the beach. I mean, clients can move from interested to onboarded without you touching every step. Projects can move forward without you answering every question. Money comes in on time because billing and collections aren't chaotic. Problems get solved at the lowest possible level, not escalated straight to your phone. You're still the owner. You still set direction and make key calls. But the day-to-day motion of the business doesn't collapse if you're gone for a week. That's what this system is designed to do. The simple system, 3 loops instead of 100 random tasks. I want you to stop thinking in terms of tasks and to-dos. Start thinking in terms of 3 loops that every healthy business has. The delivery loop, how you turn leads into money and money into value for clients. The management loop, how you keep score, meet with your team, and adjust. The improvement loop, how you fix what's broken and make things better over time. If any of those loops live only in your head, you'll stay on the hamster wheel. Our goal in this video is to sketch out each loop in a way your team can see, understand, and eventually run without you. Loop 1, the delivery loop, make money without you. Touching everything. Let's start with the delivery loop. Right now, in most small businesses, it looks like this. Owner talks to lead. Owner custom quotes. Owner promises timelines. Owner kicks team into gear. Owner gets involved again when things slip. You become the choke point between interest and invoice. Here's the simplified delivery loop we want. Clear path from lead to sale. Someone besides you can qualify a lead. They know what questions to ask. They know when to say yes, no, or not yet. Clear path from sale to onboarding. The handoff from sales to delivery follows a simple checklist. The client gets the same welcome and the same first steps. Every time, clear path from onboarding to delivery. The team knows the standard way to start work. They know what done looks like for the first milestone. Clear path from delivery to cash. Invoices go out based on clear triggers. Not your memory collections follow a simple rhythm. To get there, you don't need a 100-page SOP binder. You need 3 things: a basic process map for how work flows, a handful of checklists for critical handoffs, simple rules your team can follow without asking you every time. Think of it like this: if your team can see the path and they have a checklist for the key points, they don't have to tap you on the shoulder for every little thing. Loop 2, the management loop, weekly rhythm that doesn't depend on your memory. Next is the management loop. Most owners manage their business using gut feel their inbox and whoever is loudest that week. That's why it feels chaotic. You want a simple weekly rhythm that runs whether you're there or not. Here's what that looks like. 1, a short scoreboard. You track a handful of numbers: new leads, jobs in progress, lead time and on-time delivery, rework or complaints, cash in and cash out. Not 40 metrics, just enough to tell if the business is healthy. 2. A weekly huddle. Same day, same time, same structure, 15 to 30 minutes. Look at the scoreboard. Ask what's working, what's stuck. Capture problems and ideas in one shared place. Your job over time is to make sure this meeting can happen without you. At first, you'll lead it. Later, a manager or process owner can run it. 3. A simple task or project board. For the team, not just for you. What we're working on now, what's blocked, what's done when the management loop is in place. You don't have to keep everything in your head. Your team knows what matters this week, and your calendar stops being one long emergency. Loop 3. The improvement loop, how the business gets better without a huge program. Finally, the improvement loop. A lot of owners think we'll do continuous improvement when things slow down. They never slow down. So you improve accidentally, usually only when something hurts badly enough. The improvement loop is just a small, repeatable habit. Spot a problem or opportunity, delays, errors, confusion, complaints, or something that's clearly harder than it needs to be. Define it clearly. What's happening, where it happens, how often, why it matters. Run a small experiment. Change one part of the process. For a short time with a small group or slice of work, check the result. Did it get better, worse, or stay the same? What did we learn? Lock in what works. Update the checklist or standard. Tell the team, move on to the next problem. That's it. That's continuous improvement in a small business. The magic is when your team starts doing this, not just you. How this system frees you, specifically, owner's role shift. Let's talk about how this actually gets you off the hamster wheel. Right now, your default role is chief firefighter, chief problem solver, chief memory. With this system, your role shifts to architect. You help design the 3 loops and make sure they're visible. You decide which processes matter most right now. Coach. In meetings, you ask questions instead of giving every answer what's blocking you. What do you think the real cause is? What can we test this week? Gatekeeper of focus, you decide which problems to tackle now and which ones to park for later. Over time, your calendar changes. Fewer emergencies, more time spent on direction, deals, and design actual days off that don't destroy the business. That's what run without you means in practice. First 30 days, how to start installing this system. Let me give you a simple 30-day starter plan so this doesn't stay theoretical. Week 1, make the work visible. Pick one critical process, onboarding, most common service, or order to cash. Map the main steps on a whiteboard or digital tool. Ask your team, where does this usually break? You're not fixing it yet, you're just putting it on the wall. Week 2, create one simple checklist. For that same process, create a short checklist for the riskiest step or handoff. For example, before we start work, these 7 things must be true. Use the checklist for every job that week. You'll see errors drop almost immediately. Week 3, start a weekly huddle, 20 minutes, same time every week. Show 3 to 5 basic numbers on a screen or board. Ask, what's going well, what's stuck? Capture problems and ideas in one place. Do not let this turn into a long complaint session. Stay focused. Week 4, run one tiny experiment. Pick one problem from that process and define it in one sentence. Ask why a few times. Design a small change to test for the next 1 to 2 weeks. Decide how you'll know if it helped. At the end, meet with the team and decide whether to keep the change. If you do just those 4 weeks, you will feel the hamster wheel start to slow down. Direct call to action. Let's wrap this up. Escaping the small business hamster wheel is not about finding the perfect app, hiring a unicorn manager, or working yourself into the ground. It's about installing a simple system so your business can deliver work without you touching every step, manage itself with a clear rhythm and scoreboard, and improve a little bit every week. Here's what I want you to do next. Choose one core process to focus on this month. Map it with your team on a whiteboard in the next 7 days. Build one checklist and start one weekly huddle. Run one small experiment in the next 30 days. You don't need to fix your whole company this quarter. You just need to prove to yourself and your team that the business can change on purpose, not only when things are on fire. If you want help designing your simple system, hit like, subscribe, and comment hamster wheel along with what kind of business you run. I'll be walking through the tools, templates, and real examples so you can build a business that doesn't own you but actually serves you.